Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, episode number 2.
Whoop, whoop. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We are meeting in the middle. I am Nicole Roth.
And I'm Hannah Mosher.
And we are so excited to be here.
Yes, we are. So we thought it would be fun for a Christmas episode if we did like a gift exchange.
Yes, but before we get to that, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel. It takes 2 seconds, helps us out, and it gives you an opportunity. It gives you an opportunity to be part of our drawing to win a what are they winning, Hannah?
Well, Nicole, it's a free NLT study Bible, Women's Study Bible, and I think it comes with a free app and like all these cool goodies.
Yeah, so you want to win this. It's super fun.
Super fun.
So back to our gift exchange, if you've liked and subscribed to our channel already. This gift exchange is a little different. We thought it would be super fun if our husbands, the pastors,
the preachers,
yes, gave the other wife a gift. And
yeah,
so
why not? That's cool.
Yeah, our husbands are a little different,
to say the least.
They are huge pranksters. They're always ready to make someone laugh. Jokesters. Well, okay. Brandon is actually a prankster. Oh. Maybe someday I will tell one of his most epic pranks that he just did a couple weeks ago at school, but today's not that day.
I think we should just scratch our first sermon series and just do Brandon pranks.
Yeah,
series.
He has, it's bad. It's bad but good. Anyway, so our husbands got each other a gift. We told them to do it kind of like whatever makes you think of maybe their relationship, their meaning mine and Hannah's relationship, or their relationship, Eric and Brandon's, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. So I will go first from what Brandon got you, and I have actually very specific instructions from my husband. So
this is exciting.
I know.
I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous.
All right. I had to bend down and get it, but also
you don't want to see that.
You need to open this part first.
Oh, the card for that's normal.
Yes.
Do I have to read everything that's on the card? Like race car,
I don't really know.
Taco Cat, Rotator, Dr. Awkward, No Lemon, No Melon, Do Geese See God, Step on No Pets, Kayak, Was it a car or a cat I saw? Never odd or even. Hannah. Why did Jews write so many famous Christmas songs and so few Hanukkah ones, Nicole?
I don't know. Oh my. Okay.
You try composing lyrics to rhyme with menorah. But
So there are instructions in there.
Okay. All right. Hannah, sorry this was the only card I had and I didn't have time to go to the store. I am thankful you, Eric, and Phoebe are in our lives, and I love the relationship you have with my wife. Please enjoy these gifts and open them in order. 1. Now that you're in Kansas, you need a better, not competitively better, team to root for. Oh boy. Everyone hates the Red Sox. They're Yankee wannabes. Instead, join the Blue Crew. Anyone can be a Red Sox fan. It takes true fandom to cheer for the Royals. So do I open this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have a background. Hannah and I have no idea what our husbands got each other.
I don't know.
I don't know what's in that.
No. Oh. Kansas City Royal slippers.
There we go.
That was very nice.
Yeah, I was expecting something funny, but that was really sweet,
It
Brandon.
was really nice. Thank you. It's exactly where my dirty feet belong, is
Excellent.
in Kansas City Royals slippers. Number 2, enjoy, and you can share with Eric too.
Okay, jeez.
Are you like nervous?
I don't know.
You're like, my friendship's gonna end as soon as this is over. Oh?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Oh. Vampires. All of the garlic. I do love garlic. Have you ever cooked with fresh garlic?
Oh. He's referencing when we went to Kobe's.
Oh my word. So I will give you context. It's fine. So we all went to hibachi, and as the chef was putting the butter on the grill and asked if garlic was okay with everyone, I like snapped to it, and I don't know what happened, but my filter went out the window, and I said, oh my gosh, that's like an aphrodisiac for me. And it was embarrassing. The whole table laughed, like even the strangers we didn't know at the hibachi table. It's fine. So I will probably share this with Eric.
What?
I mean, if we're being honest, we have healthy marriages. It's okay.
Excellent.
All right. Number 3. This is a callback to our very first conversation when you thought it was hilarious that my high school wrestling coach called me wafer. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember that. I probably should though, so maybe I'll cut that out too.
What did he say?
For number 3?
Yeah.
A callback to our very first conversation when you thought it was hilarious that my high school wrestling coach called me wafer.
Brandon didn't wrestle.
Okay. Either way.
Is this quoting
I get
something?
There's no quotes.
Okay.
Strawberry cream wafers
Okay.
for the non-wrestling wafer.
I wonder if... Okay.
I love that this is a praline box. It's fine. Number 4 is see back. This present comes with a stipulation. If you open it, it must be exhibited in your house for the next 365 days. You don't have to open it, but if you don't, it comes home to me and you never see what it is. Merry Christmas. Well,
I guess we can also take the time to recognize that the wrapping paper that Brandon chose is WWE.
also wrestling.
Yes.
Like he did all through high school.
Yes. So, sorry, I'm like covering myself. Okay. So, Hannah, do you choose to open it and display it in your home for 365 days, or does it come back home to me?
I'm opening it. I'm way too curious at this point. And I'm sure it's
I have no
something
idea what it is.
ridiculous.
Okay, so do you remember a while ago how I said I went to Walmart? I had to pick that up. I don't know what it is, but I had to pick it up.
That's horrifying. I know, I accused you. I'm like, why are you going to Walmart 2 times in 24 hours?
That's also not unlike me.
Maybe I'll keep the wrapping paper. I can't believe you have to pick this up. Oh!
We'll take a picture of it.
This was the most well thought out gift.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna get a frame
Perfect.
for this.
Yeah. Okay, so Hannah, can you tell the audience what this is as they're seeing it?
So I'm gonna put a picture up, but this is just a bunch of the best of Hannah quotes from year 2013 and on. So almost 10 years ago now.
On Facebook.
On Facebook,
What
with
an-
pictures included. This is a riot.
This is
I don't
hilarious.
even know what to do.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
Excellent. I love it. So I had to pick that up today.
And you had no idea? Did you
no
even like
idea.
try to peek in it?
No.
This is hilarious.
No, I wanted to be authentic here.
Those are legit quotes.
Yeah.
I have no problem hanging that up in my house.
Yeah.
Kitchen. I'm up in the kitchen with the garlic. You up?
I'm up.
No idea what this is, but
So now it's my turn, and this is from Mr. Eric Mosher.
yes.
Okay.
Reverend.
Father.
Father.
Oh. Okay. There is a sign. It says, Hannah is a person. Nicole is also a person. This is the story of the person Hannah meeting the person Nicole. Nicole is from Oregon. Garibaldi. What? I don't know which organ, but maybe a uterus.
I mean,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Sure. Nicole has a family, boy child, girl child, and man child. Wow. Okay. Nicole went to Cowman Field. There were airplanes. Oh. Steerman Field. I get it. Okay.
I do too.
Except a steer doesn't. Anyway.
It's fine,
It's
Eric.
fine. A steer.
Get your anatomy
fine.
right. He's obsessed with uteruses right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. There were airplanes. There were airplanes. And Hannah opened gift number 1.
Okay. I don't know.
I have to open gift number 1. Okay. Wow, they are very similar.
I'm shocked. They had to have collaborated.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh. This is exciting. I'm impressed.
What?
We had a fight about this last night. I said, you didn't do anything, did you? I said, you
Why
forgot.
did he put it in the fridge?
I don't
Is it to throw you off?
maybe.
This is hilarious. I don't know.
Okay.
He took off the head.
This is fine.
Oh,
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Okay. Cowman, I get it. It's a cowman because he went Steerman Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
A steer man.
If you watched our first episode, you knew that we met at a place called Steerman Field Restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nicole got a dog and named it Girl Dog. Girl Dog needed to go to school. Gift number 2. Okay. Aww. It's for Mina.
That was nice, Eric.
That was nice.
That was very thoughtful.
Yes. Mina will love this.
That's because that's her graduation present.
Oh, yes. Excellent. It's like rolled up like a diploma. The person Nicole and the person Hannah went and ate raw fish. This is a thing that Oregon people do.
That's
Open
nice.
gift 3. Tuna! Hey. Tuna.
Delicious.
That's so funny. And then last but not. Okay. The person Nicole and the person Hannah wanted to eat raw fish, but also talk online. They started a show. The show they started is about sandwiches. Meat in the middle.
Oh,
I see here. Okay. Meat.
meat.
Play on words, Eric. I hear ya.
I mean, the whole show is a play on words.
This is nice. It's a nice meat sandwich.
Are you going to eat it?
Not right now.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Thank you. I'm gonna put this right back in there.
Oh my
Perfect.
word.
I'm gonna put the tuna back in here too.
You should put the tuna on the turkey sandwich.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good idea. Wait, there was one more.
Oh.
I was too lazy to get more paper. The end. By Eric.
Oh.
It's a nice story, Eric.
That was
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Thoughtful.
Great job.
Great job, boys.
You did well.
You did good. Thank you, husbands. That was really fun and
Thank you,
thoughtful.
Brandon.
Funny. The cowman thing was kind of creepy.
A little bit weird.
Appreciate the effort.
Yep. Normal.
We also wanted to do a little Christmas gift for ourselves. So we reached out to one of my friends, Abby Hinman. Here's her card right now. Whoop, whoop. She is a crafter, and she does a whole bunch of cute homemade things. Her little side hustle, sweet little business she has is called Creatively His, and her inspiration
name.
is from Psalm 51:10. So thank you, Abby, for making these for us. Go check her out on Facebook if you're interested in some really cool craft stuff. So yeah.
Does she ship?
I'm sure. I think you'd probably have to pay some sort of shipping fee too. But yeah, I'm sure she
Good
would.
to know.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good plug.
So moving on into our show today, we wanted to kind of cover some Christmas questions, kind of stuff about ourselves and our ideas that revolve around Christmas, maybe like the Christmas story or just even the season in general. So what was the first question we had?
So I wanted to know what your best Christmas looked like.
My best Christmas. Aside from like that like early childhood Christmas season, when Christmas is seriously literally the most magical time of the year, when you're like really little, like 4 or 5, when you actually understand what Christmas is and like you see all the magic, I honestly would say like one of the best Christmas, it wasn't even like Christmas Day, but like Christmas seasons I've had maybe within the last decade was when I came to Kansas for the first time to be with my boyfriend at the time, Brandon, and meet his family. I was a senior in college at the time at NCU, which is now Bushnell University. Whoop, whoop, go Beacons. And I flew out here for the very first time to be with Brandon as an actual couple in the same state, because we started dating over Skype. We didn't meet over Skype. We met in Oregon in person. I just want to make that clear.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, we met in Oregon in person
nervous.
for a couple of years. We can talk about that later. Like we met at a camp, but so I flew out here for the first time over a Christmas break, my senior year of college, and that Christmas season was just so much fun, filled with just like so much joy and excitement and like a lot to like look forward to, especially when like the relationship is going in the right direction. And that was also the time when he told me he loved me for the first time. And so it's just like I really remember just that season of Christmas within the last decade. If I were to like rank my Christmases, like that was pretty high on the list. What about you? Sorry, that was a really fast transition. I was like, that was high on my list. What about you? Your turn.
I mean, I thought about this question all day, and I really don't have a pinpoint. I guess that means that most of my Christmases were really nice. Mm-hmm. They were very similar. My parents would put out the presents Christmas Eve, and it would be like well after 2 a.m. because just like them, I became a late wrapper. Mm-hmm. Like on Christmas Eve, you wrap everything, so it was like a wrapping party. And so that was real. I mean, they all just kind of blended in. The only thing that I could pinpoint from one Christmas was when, I don't know, I was 10 or 12. And my aunt stayed overnight on the couch, and I went out on Christmas morning, and she said, "Do you know what I heard last night?" So she said, "I heard footsteps on the roof." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." So that said, like, cool. Like, I totally believed in the whole situation. Hopefully we rate this PG-13 so no kids are watching, because I don't want to ruin Christmas for anybody. Yes. Anyway, I went to school after school break. And a girl was sitting at my table in the cafeteria, and she said that Christmas came up, of course, and she got into the fact that, oh, well, Santa's not real, so I really just got presents, whatever. And I said, "Oh, no, sister. Santa is real." And my parents got a call from the principal that night because I almost got in a fist fight with her because my aunt's not a liar,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was the only like memorable piece of Christmas.
That is really interesting that you say that. And I don't know if I'm going to be going too deep here right now, but how often do we want to get into a fist fight when someone says that Jesus isn't real?
That's an interesting thing. I think now in my like more mature, it's less of a fist fight and more like a, how do you not see it? Just shake him, like, come on. But
if only we had that same type of like, which we should, like every single day, not just like the Christmas season, but have that same type of passion that a little kid has during Christmas season about Santa. Maybe even not during Christmas season, but like especially during Christmas season that Santa's real. We should literally have that every single day about Jesus, like it's just like that was like a little light bulb moment to me, and I didn't know if I'm like derailing a little bit, but no. Considering it's the Christmas season, so yeah, that was like a really good segue into that, Hannah.
That was perfect. No, props to you.
Okay, so our next question was, what's some of our favorite Christmas traditions? That was like a really weird like, yeah. But right now, gosh, traditions are just so much more fun when you have kids. Like, I don't know if you agree with that or not.
So they're not quite old enough to have had traditions yet. And then we've been kind of in transition for the last, basically since my son was born 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so like last year we didn't even have a tree.
Okay.
Because it was just too much. We had Christmas and we stayed at my parents' house and it was really, really nice.
And I'm sure they had a tree.
And they had a big tree and the whole thing, real tree. Because I didn't know that's not a thing in Kansas.
Yeah, that's
very
really
sad.
weird. Yeah. We had real trees in Oregon as well. So when we moved here, and I was like, fake?
What is this nonsense?
Yeah.
No, Eric and I got in a huge fight. It's the second fight I brought up on this tonight, but we did.
They're fine, everybody.
We're okay. This was 4 or 5 years ago. I actually had a moment. It was like 6 months into our marriage. Yeah, we got married in July, and so 5 months in, it's December, and we had one of the biggest fights we've ever had, and it was because he was so dead set on fake trees, and I was dead set on real trees. And I got to the point where I was like in a like very bad moment. I was like, I wouldn't have married you if I knew that. Of course, like the inner me was
Red
kidding,
flag.
but like this is why you don't marry someone 47 days after you meet them.
That should have been one of the first questions you asked.
So I won.
Okay.
And we got the real tree
Okay.
for 2 years. And then one of them stayed up until like March because the rule was if I got a real tree, I had to do all the work. So I was too done and lazy and busy. So I'm like, you know what, this thing's staying up. And it like became a very bad fire hazard. So I lost my real tree privileges just in time to move to Kansas where they don't have them.
I mean, they do. People do have them
But
here.
they're like $100.
Yes, and you can't I don't know. Are there tree farms here? See, those are things I don't know because I just like gave up and like I was like I'm not gonna go look for a tree farm, but because they're like everywhere in Oregon.
Yeah,
So as far as traditions, then like you're still establishing those then.
We're still establishing them. I mean, there's little things that I did when I was a kid, like making sugar cookies and frosting them. That was a big tradition. Sleeping at my parents' house. I even did it into having kids. So that was a tradition. So that'll be a weird transition.
Oh, that's gonna be different.
Being the first year here, yeah. Now, what traditions do you have?
Okay. So currently we do like to do the drive around town and like find all the Christmas lights and stuff. And as of up until last year, there was this really cool house in Heston called Lights on Rosewood. It was like on Rosewood Drive or Avenue Lane, whatever. And that family put up this huge Christmas show, and you like turn your radio station so that the lights go to the music on the radio station.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so like I'm not even joking, like we probably went to that almost every single night during the Christmas season last year, especially with Sage at the time. She was like 2.5, so she could like really like get into it, you know? And so they do have them, a couple in Wichita that we'll have to go out to because they're not doing it this year, but we did do that the last few years when they were still doing that. So we love doing that. And then we do like the whole hot cocoa, gingerbread house. We like to do that. And then we do a big Roth Christmas at Brandon's parents' house, and that's always really fun. And like the grandkids, there's 13 of them. They like during like last week they drew names to like give gifts, and so yeah, the cousins do like a gift exchange. It's really cute and fun. So yeah.
So Christmas preferences.
Just fast and furious here.
All right.
Okay.
Warm lights or cool lights?
Warm. I like all the cozy. What about you?
I like warm lights unless it's a blue theme, then it has to be the cool.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Sugar cookies or gingerbread?
If I had to pick, it would be sugar cookies. But there's a moment for gingerbread, and it's with coffee.
Yeah. Yes. I was just about to say that, but if I am gonna eat gingerbread, my coffee has to be a little bit on the sweeter side. Yeah.
Sweeter side.
Sweeter side.
Interesting.
Yeah. But then if I'm eating a sugar cookie, I want my coffee more on like the bitter black side.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Colored lights or white lights?
Oh man, I think that depends on the situation, but I really think that white lights outside is really, really pretty. But then if I'm going to like someplace that's like festive, like maybe like a Christmas bazaar or like festival or like even the mall, I really like the festiveness of colored lights. Festiveness of colored lights.
Festivus.
Yeah.
Festivus for the rest of us. Personally, I like the white lights. I'm a very structured person, so to not know what light's next drives me crazy. Going to pink, green, is it going to be blue, is it going to be red? It's very stressful. Very stressful.
My goodness. They don't necessarily have to be flashing.
Okay. Even if they're just in a line. I don't know what to expect. It's too much.
Okay, so
chaos.
Just white.
It's just chaos.
Or yellow.
Yes.
Okay, just the one.
I theme my trees the same way too.
Okay.
Like it has to be the same colors.
Oh, are you really weird about ornaments on the tree?
A little bit. I will put up like a gift ornament that someone gave me. Like it'll go up.
In the back.
It might go in the back. It may go in the back. It's okay.
Are there any specific church traditions that you're familiar with? Maybe you probably don't know here in Newton yet. Maybe you do, but like in the past, your past churches, have you had any random traditions?
random tradition, oxymoron. I guess
funny.
just the Christmas Eve service with the candles,
yeah.
but I guess we do that here, which is a cool transition.
This is your first Christmas season here.
This is my first Christmas season here.
That's cool.
So my tree's already up. Like it's been up since the first week of November. I'm trying to really get excited, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But no, as far as it's really just been the Christmas Eve service. Really, it's been like dark and like everyone wears black. And it's like really neat. It's very like pretty. It's a nice ambiance.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It's like
Yeah.
a preparation and like sombering of the King coming.
Amen.
It's very cool. So First Baptist Church is having the first ever lighting of the church on Black Friday. So back in Massachusetts, I guess this was another tradition, but we didn't really partake too much. It was called Moonlight Magic, and it was the whole town closed, but all of these like booths and vendors popped up in the middle of the streets, and it was just everyone lit up their shops, and the shops stayed open late, and everyone could get food, and it was really Christmas carols. It was dancers. It was so cool. And so I took that little piece. I loved it. It just got a little crazy. So I kind of brought it here. I said, why don't we do this lighting and make it like we're calling it a festival. It's very, very small and short, but my goal is to have it get bigger each year and invite other
so
churches
sweet.
and vendors and stuff.
That's cool.
So yeah, we did that back on Black Friday
Nice.
for the first time.
And I mean, as far as our church traditions, I feel like that's very similar. We do a Christmas Eve service. We've done a midnight service in the past at Grace. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Sleepy. It's literally the same exact idea, but it's just like the idea of like going into Christmas like at midnight with your church.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Really emphasize the church family. I like
And
that.
then we did the candles and all the things that relate to that, and you always have a little extra music, and it's just always fun. But we kind of pulled back from like the midnight service, and so now it's more just like an evening service too. So there's not really any other. I mean, I've been part of other churches where they do like the kids do like some sort of musical or drama about the Jesus story, and that's always super adorable. But other than that, pretty similar too. As far as like the Christmas season as a whole, what are your thoughts on what it really like means to us and how it means to us regarding like the Jesus story and maybe just the season in general and what like society has turned it into pretty much?
So, I mean, I think we can all agree, really from a secular and a Christian standpoint, that it's over the top. It's a Hallmark holiday at this point, which is really, really sad because there is so much meaning.
And I can totally agree with that, but it's also so hard because we can also see the joy in like the festivities of it. So we can see how easy it is just to get wrapped up in the Hallmarkness of it all as well. I know for me, as far as the Christmas season in general, there was a good chunk of my life that I didn't necessarily enjoy Christmas time or like the holiday season. Like, got to the point where sometimes I just got sick to my stomach when I started seeing the decor come up in stores or seeing lights put on houses, and I just kind of lost that like magic. But the thing that I do remember even during that time of my life, I still went to church and I still wanted to hear about Jesus. And I really appreciate, I mean, guess I really appreciate that about myself. But like now, as like being part of like a really good family, and I have an awesome husband, like Christmas is like almost reversed back to like the magicalness of it. And like I want to put up all of the like the blow up Santas and the blow up snowmen outside my front yard. I don't, but I would. And so like it's just different how like different seasons of your life can affect how you view certain things, especially something as special as Christmas and what it should be.
Yeah, and I can relate to that because for no reason, I didn't even have a reason, I just didn't like Christmas. I think I enjoyed being a Grinch.
Okay.
I think that might have been what it was a little bit. So this year I'm like, moving away from Massachusetts was the best thing that I could have done for my spiritual growth, and that includes like you were saying earlier, we should look at every day like Christmas. Like every day we should wake up grateful that we have the gift of salvation. But that wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for God coming down as a baby and sacrificing himself just in that way, stepping down from the throne. So I also feel that like rejuvenation of the spirit of Christmas, so to speak, and really just getting back to the roots of it all and including the kids. And, you know, we can do everything as an act of worship. So whether that's putting up a tree, like you're right, you can't really get rid of the superficialness of Christmas, but you can kind of take back the meaning. And so putting up the tree, it's like, you know, God made trees, and we can talk that through with the kids. And it's kind of neat to see the transformation in our lives too.
Exactly. And the fact that the whole story is about Jesus coming to this earth, like when Christmas Day, Jesus came here, and that's when like our clock to our salvation started.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible. And like the purpose for his arrival was also to not forget about the cross. So like during Christmas season, we're definitely all about him being born, but we can't forget the reason why, and that is the cross, and we can't forget that.
So yeah, Easter and Christmas, they can be celebrated like together. One can't work without the other. So I totally see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So every episode, we want to tie in our mission and our vision, and I think it's kind of neat to see how it fits into the Christmas season. So 2 Corinthians 12:9, and my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ can work through me.
A lot of people also have a lot of suffering during Christmas right now, and so right now could be just like a tough time for some people, and clinging on to that verse and just knowing that the Lord can help you through this and that his grace is enough. And so what I think is really cool about that verse is that Jesus is here. And if you are having a hard time during this Christmas season, because there are so many people who actually have a really rough time during the holiday season.
A lot of suffering, loss of family,
yes,
heartbreak.
Or like physical weakness or emotional, mental health, all those things. It is so important to know that also during this season, Jesus came here for that, came here to be your Savior, to take that away and to forgive you from sins that bring you down. And like kind of flipping that perspective that even if you're struggling, if you can just focus on the reason of the season that Jesus came here for you, then that's all you need. Like forget the lights, forget the tree, forget the presents, forget the caroling, forget all of that. Like this is about him. He came here for you for this reason. If this season is bringing you down, just think about why this season even exists. You know what I'm saying? And so,
definitely.
Yeah.
And we know that's easier said than done. Like, we totally get it. I mean, I can't speak for you. I didn't suffer during the Christmas seasons. I just hated them. But yeah, I know that applying that life lesson it can be very difficult.
Yes. And it's so easy for me to say that now because like I did have some struggling Christmas seasons. I really did. And I can look back and look at younger Nicole and be like, oh, girlfriend, you are fine. But I am so glad at where I am now that clinging on to Jesus was literally all that I had and needed, and I just need to remember that just constantly going forward. And to tie in our vision statement through our through our Bible verse, Ephesians 4:1, therefore I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God.
It's so easy to get wrapped up in the Christmas season, as we talked about, because we have kids and because we're ministry wives. And so we're just in the middle of the decorations and the presents and the excitement. But we have to remember that there is a reason for the season, as you said before. I know that's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. It couldn't be more true. And we just have to remember that we are called to live the life for Christ. And this is the perfect opportunity to share the gospel. And I think that we just let that go. You know, we just, oh yeah, Merry Christmas. And you see that person who you know is hurting or struggling or needs to hear it. And you could say something, you know, and we just drop the ball. So we got to remember that too.
Yeah, exactly. And so we just want to inspire you guys to live every day like it's Christmas, even through the hard times, just knowing that our Lord is Savior and that He is here for us and to forgive us for our sins and be here for us, especially during this crazy 2020 year. Like, out of all the years, really. And we hope that this episode really brought some self-reflection for you, brought some laughs, thanks to Brandon and Eric, but really just making you think about what this season is about.
So next week, we are excited to talk about our first, I guess we call it sermon series, or our first YouTube series. We're calling it Door Walkers.
Yes.
So really just getting into what that looks like. You know, God opens doors, closes doors. What are we supposed to do with all these doors? Do we turn the knob? Do we walk away? What doors are okay to go through?
Are there windows?
Are there windows? Are you just walking into a wall?
Yeah.
So we're going to get into all that. I'm really excited about that. It should be, I think, 4 weeks?
4 weeks in January. Yeah, and just hoping to start off 2020. Wow. 2021, we are leaving.
Yeah, let's leave
2020
in the dust.
Yes. It will line up perfectly with our new year and set us up for a great 2021.
Great transition, resolutions. It should fit nicely in your schedule and your agenda.
We hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.